Alright, so we're going to talk about how the QBs in this draft, like, completely fallen off. Like, it was so chaotic. So, with the first QB taken, it was regular, just Cam Ward. We were all expecting it. But one thing no one expected was Jackson Dart, which I think he's not really first round worthy, nor pro or like analysis people did. Like, sure, whatever. But Tyler Showoff, however you pronounce that name. Why? This guy's how many years old? He's 25 years old. And by the time, like, pretty much right when the season starts, he's going to be 26. So he's going to be 30 when his goddamn rookie contract is up. You're going to get him for 4 years. And he should have gone way lower than he was drafted. The fourth QB taken was Jalen Miller out. Better than, in my opinion, by far, Tyler Shaw out or whatever. That's whatever. He was drafted fine. Maybe could have found him in the fourth round. Dylan Gabriel. He's pretty mid to say the least. Like, I don't really understand taking him. And then Shore Sanders, he completely fell off. I don't see how his personality was that big of a problem. But the people that fell off the most, Quinn Ewers and Will Howard. They're projected to go like third to fourth overall, or not overall, third to fourth rounds, maybe, and fifth. They won sixth. Will Howard won the sixth round. Tyler Showoff, whatever the fuck his name is, went before him in the second round. Which I think he's personally the most least valued QB because he's old as hell. And the last QB taken, Quinn Ewers. What the hell? I feel like he was way better than most people taken before him. Worse than Will Howard. Worse than Shador. Better than Dylan. Better QB than Jalen. By far better than Tyler. Worse than Jackson. I don't understand what happened here. Like, what went wrong in this draft class? Yeah, that was fine. Running backs is crazy. So, obviously, number one, we have Ashton Jeanty. Hampton, yeah, he's obviously second best. He was drafted by the Chargers. Probably going to be like a Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery situation. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Judkins. Why the hell did the Browns take two running backs in the same draft class? In the same round, actually. I don't understand that. Trayvon Henderson. I don't know much about most of the running backs in this draft class. I know they're really good. To the Patriots, I feel like that's pretty good, I guess. Yeah, there's a ton, so I'm not going to go over all of them. I'm just going to go over those guys. Trevor Etienne to Carolina. 5'9", almost 200 pounds. Wide receivers. Ted McMillan. I had him mocked to the Panthers. I feel like that's a great pick for them. Yes, that's not what I was gonna say. Mecca Edbuka. To the Bucks. I don't really see that. His pro comp is Lad McConkey. I don't really see that. Yeah, I don't really get it. Matthew Golden first to the Green Bay Packers. First round wide receiver in like 23 years. Good job. I feel like that's a really good pick. I feel like he is way better than where he was picked at. I feel like he is better than a Mecca Adbuka. Worse than that. Jaden Higgins, I know nothing about him. Luther Burden. I do not get why they drafted him. That doesn't make much sense. They already have. Wait, now to think about it, no, it actually makes sense. I forgot they don't have Keenan Allen anymore, so I see that. Good pick by them. Get him in the second round. His draft stock really tanked. Yeah. Zach Beck. Or Besh. I thought he was mocked in like some of the later rounds. I feel like that's a pretty good pick, I guess. That's okay. I don't really know much. Kyle Williams to the Pats, I know nothing about him. That's all we're gonna go. Oh, actually, Tez Johnson. Damn. I don't know why they drafted him. Why, like, Tez Johnson? I feel like he's pretty good. Or he's better than a 7th round. Same with Jimmy Horn Jr. Jimmy Horn Jr. I feel like that's a great pick for the Panthers. Alright, we're just going to tight ends. We're just going to go for the first two. Taken Colston Loveland. Why? Why did I not, like... I mean, he's better at route running. He's more of like a Travis Kelce, I say. Or like a Sam Laporta type player. Tyler Warren is more of a better overall tight end. I don't know why they didn't pick him. Doesn't really make sense. But Tyler Warren went to the Colts. Colston Loveland to the Bears. Will Campbell to the Patriots. I feel like that's just a great pick. I guess that's fine. Like, it was obviously who they're gonna pick. Right side was good off the line. The other side is pretty horrific. His comparison is Deion Dawkins, so. Or Ahmad Membu. I hope I said that right. I don't really watch any of his film. I didn't really watch many college film, so I'm just going off base stuff. What I know at the top of my head. He's pretty good. It's a good pick. Kelvin Banks. I feel like they could have gotten better here at a different position of need. His comparison is Rashawn Slater. So, like, yeah. Guard, Tyler Booker. I don't know. I guess the Cowboys are just building the Tyler offensive line, I guess. They're doing their own thing. Center, so there's only 3 taken. Gerald Wilson, from Georgia to the Patriots. Pretty good pick. I feel like that's just a good pick at a position of need with Andrews leaving. D-tackle Mason Graham. I feel like that's perfect. They got Mason Graham to the Browns. I feel like they got a lot of value from that because at first I'm picking next year, but the only problem is they might be better. So I feel like a generational prospect. I feel like you could have drafted him and Shador. I feel like could have been pretty good there. Linebacker, Jalen Walker to the Falcons. I feel like that's a really good pick for them. Nothing else to say about that. Jahad Campbell though, from Alabama to the Eagles, he's ranked number 1 at his position. In 19th overall. His comparison is Edgerrin Cooper, which he was really good for the Packers last year. Really good pick, a steal, for the Eagles. No edge, Duke Carter, obvious. Just in my opinion, I have him the best in the draft, or best player talent wise. Michael Williams, really good at position of need. He's ranked number 3 at his position. In his comparison is Trayvon Walker, so pretty good there. Shamar Stewart, compares Dino Hunter to the Bengals. I feel like that's a really good pick for them. Because, I mean, really, they could take anything. Because they really need anything on that defense. James Pierce Jr., I feel like that was a reach to the Falcons. I feel like they could have gotten better. But he is ranked number 4 at his position. And his comp is Alex Highsmith. So, alright, Travis Hunter. Nothing I have to say. Just Travis Hunter. Chad Barron to the Broncos, 20th overall. I feel like that's really good. With that, I think they probably have the best secondary in the NFL. Maxwell Harrison, fastest. I think he had the fastest combine. His comparison is Dax Hill. From the Bengals. I just had to search up who that is, because I don't know. Will Johnson to the Cardinals, 15th pick on the second round. Comparison is Trayvon Diggs, so that's a pretty good comparison. Really good at Michigan. He's ranked number 2 at his position. I feel like that's a really good pick for them. So, Malachi Starks to the Ravens. That's a really good pick. Safety from Georgia. That's probably one of the best picks in the draft, in my opinion. So, there is a long time that I got picked, but that's doesn't really matter. Anyway, have a good day. That's the video. Just kind of a little recap. Kind of a lazy video, but yeah. See ya.